All right. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible this morning. Welcome to another edition of Free Coaching Friday. For those that don't know, hold up.
Please,
We about to get it started on the line.
please announce yourself.
It's Rep Yo City time.
All participants are muted.
Make sure you type it in the comments where you at.
Tones are off.
Um,
All participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Perfect. All right. So everybody can unmute themselves. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. This is another edition of Free Coaching Friday. Some of you know me, some of you don't. My name's Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration guy. Like my whole thing is to help you make more money. Nothing all. I don't need a bunch of SAT words to do it. I just want to show you a couple frameworks. I just want to show you a different way to look at what it is you're looking at. You know what I mean? I want to give you a different way to think about what you're thinking about. And then before you know it, you'll come to the realization that maybe you can be squeezing a little bit more juice out the headphones. You know what I mean? And so we teach you for free all week, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're there 7:30 a.m. every single morning. This week alone, we've covered everything from how to build more rapport to keys to asking better questions. You guys have been there. If you know, like I know, you also want to join the newsletter, because what the newsletter allows you to do is get every single Friday at 3:30 p.m. the most incredible newsletter for entrepreneurs that's ever been put together. Each one has a section called Mindset, which gives you a quick little, I'm talking about, you can read that thing in 60 seconds. You can read that thing in 120 seconds, and it's going to change everything, right? It's going to allow you to think about something a little bit differently. Then we always have a portion on Heart Set, because I believe that it's not just about reaching for more, it's about appreciating and acknowledging what it is you got. And then there's always a section on skill set where I give you Haziq's technique of the week. You can use that to kind of build your business. A lot of times it might be as simple as something for you to kind of like say differently, right? It might be a little mini script. It might be an icebreaker. It might be a marketing tip. But I'm giving you a technique of the week every single week in that newsletter. So that might be something you want to subscribe to. All you do is go to millionaireminded.com. Go to millionaireminded.com. Okay. You can type in wearemillionaireminded.com, or you can put in millionaireminded.com and subscribe to the newsletter, man. Somebody say Free Coaching Friday and give me a share. Good morning, millionaires. Let's go. Let's go. Somebody say Free Coaching Friday and give me a share. We got a whole bunch that you guys sent in already, where you responded to the newsletter. So congratulations to all of y'all. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Let's go. If you sent in your stuff, we're going to try and cover it today. Good morning, Samaya. Let's go. Yeah, Corey. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Naptown in the building. Let's get it. Let's get it, Yolanda. Come on, Tamika. Good morning, Queen. Hey, I heard we having another Bosses That Brunch coming up. I heard we got another Bosses That Brunch coming up. I can't wait. Vanessa, good morning. Good morning. What's up, Ashley? Good morning, Queen. Let's go. Let's go. Young Coco was up like 5 a.m. with me. Let's get it. Let's get it. Whether you're tuning in from Facebook, or you're tuning in from YouTube, or you're tuning in from Twitter, I want to say good morning to you. I want to call you a millionaire if you don't mind. I want to say good morning, millionaire. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, let them know, Damon. Let them know, Damon. Hit that share button. Let's get it, everybody. All right, so it's Free Coaching Friday. If you get the newsletter already, then congratulations to you, because a lot of these questions came from you. If you have a question that's been bothering you about your business, or something that's been maybe holding you back a little bit from applying something that we taught you this week even, then what I want you to do is kind of throw that thing in the comments, and I'm going to try and get to it. Yeah, happy birthday, Ashley. We won't be here tomorrow. We got a Kaizen Academy tomorrow, but I'm going to say it to you now. Everybody give her a happy birthday. Let's go, coach. Let's go. Happy birthday, coach. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So first question we got in, and again, this was a response to the newsletter. Good morning, P.O. All right. I mean, the United Kingdom is checking in this morning from over the pond, right? All right, so check it out, y'all. This first person asked something that I think was pretty vital, because if you're becoming a leader, then you're starting to form a group. They were like, yo, the people in my group don't do anything. Why? And what am I supposed to do about that? So there's two ways to think about this. First of all, can somebody type that in the comments for me? How do I get my group moving? How do I get my group moving? Can somebody type that in the comments and give me a share if that one feels good to you? How do I get my group moving? How do I get my group moving? So there's two different ways to look at this, right? On the one side, it's like, do they need skills? Because if they need skills, then what we got to do is give them some habits, right? That's exactly right. How do I get my group moving? How do I get my group moving? If they need skills, we can give them skills, right? We can also give them habits that they can instill in themselves, because we know discipline is an illusion. It's really about the vision you have for yourself and the habits that you instill, right? Maybe that's something to write in your notes. Discipline is an illusion. It's really about your vision and your habits, right? So if they need skills, and we can give them some skills, and we can give them some habits. If they need mindset, right? That may be a big problem for them. It might be the mindset. It might be the fact that we need to give them the kind of self-image that can help them handle rejection. So there are things then that we need to give them where they can kind of walk that line but stay in their comfort zone. Does that make sense to somebody? We need to give them things that are inside their comfort zone that are rejection free, right? We can't give them things that's going to cause rejection or make them feel kind of bad, right? Because they ain't ready for that. Does that make sense to everybody? Maybe they're not here to be a master of the universe. Okay, maybe they just here because they want fellowship. Maybe they just want to feel like they doing something. Okay, and that ain't a bad thing. They're avoiding the work, sure, right? But if they are staying a part of your team and they're plugging in, there's a role for them too, right? They just want to feel good, like, hey, I didn't quit. They want to feel like they work in their business, right? And then every week when they show up, they say it's not working, and that's kind of like what they around for. They just around to kind of hang out with other people, like, man, I'm trying, but it just ain't working, right? We talk to each other. We start to form kind of like a little crew, and we just sit around and, we just kind of hang out. It's better than hanging out with the people at our job. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you get me? You got to stop looking at everybody in your team like they want to be some big, huge leader like you. Of course, you want to be a leader. You wouldn't be here right now. But everybody on your team ain't trying to be a leader. Everybody on your team doesn't have the self-image that tells them they can do 5-6 figures a month. They're not thinking of it like that. You got me? And that's perfectly cool. So if that's all they want, then what we want to do is kind of give them the ability to do that and let them feel okay. If you want to get people in your group moving, best thing you can do is bring in more people. That's the best thing you can do, is bring in more people. Y'all got me? The best thing you can do for the people you got is bring in some more. Because the more you do that and you spread the word that this new person just now joined, now other people want to kick in with their motivation. Am I making sense to everybody? Okay. The second one that somebody said was, why do people say no to my icebreaker? Because the main thing that I want you to understand about that, you ain't getting people in your groups and all of that. This is an all-volunteer army, y'all. This is an all-volunteer army. You can't be taking it personal, right? You can give them all kinds of things that they can do, like personality type trainings. And, that's always fun for people, train them on personality types. I'll put a training that we did on personality types in the comments, and you can kind of use that and lead some of the trainings with that kind of thing. But, personality types, teaching them, you can go through books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? There are things that you can do to help them grow, but what I want you to do is not take it personal. I want you to not take it personal. Okay. I hope that made sense to somebody. I hope that made sense. So somebody else is like, why do people say no to my icebreaker? It's so good, right? It's so good. Listen, y'all. The answer is point blank. Either they ain't qualified or you didn't build enough rapport. Somebody, give me that in the comments. Why do people say no to my icebreaker? Why do people say no to my icebreaker? Why do they say no when I try to pique their interest? If you aren't familiar with the term icebreaker is a way that you can turn casual conversation into cash flow conversation. You know what I mean? Icebreaker allows you to profit from that casual meeting, right? That's what an icebreaker does. An icebreaker allows you to kind of make money just because you out and about. Now all of a sudden, you meeting that waiter, or you meeting that Uber driver, okay? Or you standing beside somebody in that grocery line. It turns it into an opportunity. Icebreakers turn random meetings into opportunities. Can somebody type that in the comments? Icebreakers turn random meetings into opportunities. So what this person asking, what I'm supposed to say when they say no? I know my icebreaker is good. What am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to say, right? What am I supposed to do? I get it. Check it out. Either they ain't qualified or you ain't built enough rapport. Either they ain't qualified or you didn't build enough rapport. This is why people say no, Tanisha. This is why people say no, Corey. Yeah, Chanel. This is why they say no. This is why they say no. Because either they ain't qualified. So check it out. Maybe they have no money. They're not qualified then, right? Maybe you selling something for ovaries and you talking to a man. Maybe you selling minks on the beach. You get what I mean? You're not finding people that need what you ain't finding people that have the problem you solve. That's why that first edition of this Kaizen Academy course we're going through right now, if you remember, class number 1 was how to meet prospects who are qualified and ready to go. Because you don't have infinite time. You need to spend your time talking to people who are qualified. So if they're saying no to you, maybe they're not qualified. You got me? That means they don't have the problem you solve. Or check it out. They don't care about the problem you solve. They might have the problem. Maybe you solved the problem of being broke and they got that problem, but they don't care to solve it. It ain't a big deal to them. Everybody in their family broke. Everybody in their phone is broke. They're broke. It's normalized now. You get where I'm coming from? My point to you is that if they're not qualified, you're reaching out to the wrong people. The only other reason that they're going to say no is if they're on this vibe like they don't know you. You ain't build no rapport. You got in the Uber, right? You got in the Uber and you kicking it with them and you like, so what would you do if you had all the time and money in the world? That's a classic. They ain't no icebreaker, but you at least starting the conversation, right? At least you starting to build rapport. You're being interested instead of trying to be interesting. So far, so good. They say, you ask them, so what would you do if you had all the money and time in the world, right? Somebody type that in the comments. What would you do if you had all the money and time in the world? And then they say, I would travel, right? And then you jump straight into your pitch, right? You jump straight into your icebreaker from there. I'm going to tell you what you just did. You messed up, man. You messed up. What if instead of that, you'd have been like, oh yeah, where would you travel? Wow, nice. So what makes that jump out at you? What do you like about there? Right? What if I start asking questions that really get their dream machine going? Right? We all got a dream machine, but most of y'all, there's a bunch of cobwebs on it. That's why we do those visualization exercises every morning. Bunch of y'all got cobwebs on your dream machine. You scared to want that car. You scared to want that house. And how do I know? Because I was there. If y'all ain't never seen my TED Talk, I'm going to put it in the comments right now. You should check that joint out because I'm breaking it down for you live and in living color, like how it go. You know what I mean? I threw the TED Talk link in the comments, but I show you a picture of my house in the TED Talk. You know what I mean? Aside from doing magic tricks and all this other stuff I do, right? I freaking show you where I grew up at. I know about having a self-image that makes me feel like I'm scared to dream. I know all about that. Like I told y'all, if it wasn't for visualization, right? This is why I tell people to buy these vision board coloring books. It ain't because I need the $20. It's because literally I never even sat in a Bentley until I bought one. But what I did was stare at a Bentley every single day. What if your kids were staring at these types of homes? What if your kids were staring at private jets? My whole point to you is that a lot of people don't cut on their dream machine. So if you want to build rapport with somebody, dig in with them and get that thing rolling for them, right? Now we discussing their dreams. Now we discussing their dreams. And 80% of the sale is rapport. Somebody give it to me in the comments and then give me a share, please. 80% of the sale is rapport. You got me? That's why earlier this week we were spending all that time on rapport. You know what I'm saying to you? All right. Was that helpful? So that's why people are saying no. They either ain't qualified or you ain't built enough rapport. Here was the next question we got. How long should I work with somebody before I should stop? How long? So we getting a whole lot of like MLM, home-based business type questions. A lot of this works for sales in general, though, right? I'm gonna approach this from the sales staff in general, because like I tell you, everybody ain't in the sales department, but everybody is in the sales department. You hear what I'm saying? So when you're working with your team, somebody give it to me. Somebody give it to me in the comments if you like this question. How long should I work with somebody before I stop? How long should I work with somebody before I stop? Yeah, 80% of the sale is rapport, Damon. Yeah, 80% of the sale is rapport, Nick. That's exactly right, Yolanda. 80% of the sale is rapport. 80% of the sale is rapport, Samaya. Appreciate that. 80% of the sale is rapport. Yeah. That's exactly right, Jackie. That's exactly right, Trey. You got to say things that get them dreaming. So you teaching them all this stuff, and you're like, how long should I work with them? Here's a rule of thumb. If you're working harder on their business than they are, that's a clue. If I'm working harder on your business than you working on your business, check this out. I got too many people to take care of, right? I got too many people to take care of, right? So what I need to do is work with people that are working harder than me on their business. Then I can multiply my time, right? That's how I end up having more than 24 hours in a day. Because if this teammate right here is giving me 30 minutes and this one over here is giving me an hour, I suddenly got 25 hours and 30 minutes in my day. Y'all get what I'm saying? Somebody say time. Somebody say duplication creates time. Duplication creates time. I want you to think about that. Multiplication creates time, y'all. You know how we'd be like 2 times 2 is 4. I want you to think about that. Somebody say it. Multiplication creates time. Multiplication creates time, and duplication creates multiplication. That's exactly right. So how long should I work with somebody before I should stop? There's only 24 hours in a day. If I do all of my regular life stuff and I only got 2 hardcore hours every day to work on my business, I got to allocate that properly. So I'm going to work as hard as they working, right? I'm going to walk with my walkers, jog with my joggers, and run with my runners. Is that making sense? Is that making sense? Somebody say duplication creates time. Multiplication creates time. You want to multiply. All right. Somebody type this in the comments. When is the next Kaizen Academy? This was an easy one. The next Kaizen Academy is tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you can't make it there live, then you will get the replay that works for 7 days. The next Kaizen Academy is tomorrow, Saturday night, March 11th at 10 p.m. Yo, I can't believe it's already March 11th, 2023. If you're watching this replay, then the class is already in the archives, right? If you're a basic member, then obviously you get to rock with us both classes every month. If you're a pro member, you got all the archives forever, right? You got lifetime access to everything The homework never expires, y'all. So get in your homework from last class before this class. But even if this is your first class, then you're still going to gain so much. We're doing a series called Prospects on Demand right now. The ability to create prospects whenever you need them. Because obviously, if you ain't got no appointments, you ain't got no business, right? So the first class, we covered how to find the qualified. Class 2, we talked about how to kill skepticism and build rapport much quicker. And then this class is all about setting appointments. This one is all about setting appointments. So, please, no, the button ain't gone to share. You're just in a Facebook group. Some people are watching from YouTube. That's right, Michelle. Some people are watching from Twitter, et cetera, so forth. But if you're in a Facebook group where you're watching it, then it won't let you share outside the group because they ain't in the group. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, next Kaizen Academy is this weekend, 7 p.m. And if you join the newsletter, hint, 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 if you join the newsletter, then you'll get the 3:30 p.m. later on the day. All right. Number 5, what should be the first skill I study? Hey, what y'all think? What y'all think? Somebody asked, what should be the first skill I study? Yeah, so this next Kaizen Academy is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Everybody who wants to attend, just put link in my inbox. I'll send you the link and you can get registered. Appreciate that, young Coco. All right, what should be the first skill I study? What should be the first skill I study? What should be the first skill I study? What y'all think? You got rapport, you got icebreakers, you got word pictures, right? You got leadership skills, you got sound bites. Do I need to be a better presenter? Do I need to be a better closer? Do I need to get better at inviting people? What do y'all think is the most important out of all the skills? What y'all think is the most important out of all the skills? What y'all think? What y'all think? Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. What do you think are the most important of all the skills that you know of personally? This person is asking, what should be the first skill I study? What's your best answer for that? Let me hear it. What's your best answer for that? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. And it's different for everybody. I get it. It's different for everybody. I'm seeing a whole lot of, my Twitter is Hazik. My Twitter is Hazik. Yeah, I'm seeing a whole bunch of rapport. I'm seeing a whole bunch of invites. Yeah, man, I can tell y'all millionaire minded, baby. That's it. That's it. 80% of the sale is rapport. So, I'm going to go with rapport. To me, rapport is what's going to reduce rejection. And, 80% of the sale is like what happens in the first 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So, study them all, but I'm going to go with rapport. Yeah, I'm going to go with rapport. All right. Next, somebody asked, how do I handle rejection? What's the best way to handle rejection? Somebody give me that in the comments. How do I handle rejection? How do I handle rejection? Nobody ever typed in, what should be the first skill I study? If somebody could type that in for me real quick, that'd be dope too. But this next question is, how do I handle rejection? How do I handle rejection? You got 2 different ways that you can handle rejection. One is grow thicker skin, right? I mean, you just got to. You got to stop taking everything personal. They were so rude to me, Mr. Ali. Hurt people. I ain't going to take it personal. Their mama was rude to them. Their daddy was rude to them. So now they're just a rude kind of person. We call that home training. I ain't going to take it personal. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. That was what I was asking. That's what I just now answered. What should be the first skill that I study? What should be the first skill that I study? Appreciate that, y'all. And now we're on to how do I handle rejection? How do I handle rejection? And that's exactly right, Michelle. We said building rapport. So how do I handle rejection is the one we're talking about right now. Check it out. You can either grow thicker skin and or stop getting rejected. Stop getting rejected. What I say is switch from selling to serving. We talked about this earlier this week. But if I come with my agenda, people ask me all the time, hey, what product should I sell first? And then they'll name all their favorite products and services, right? And then I'm like, yo, you asking the wrong question. You asking the wrong question. See, if I come in with an agenda, if I come in because it's like I'm going to sell some personal credit, then what I'm doing now is I'm becoming a salesperson. See, what I need to do is come with questions, right? Because if I come with an agenda, I'm gonna be a beggar. If I come with questions, I can be a servant. And everybody ducks a beggar, just like everybody loves a servant. You got me? Everybody ducks a beggar, just like everybody loves a servant. I break down this whole system right here. We call it PQS3. It's one of my first videos that like ever go viral and whatnot. And you'll probably like the system a lot, but a lot of the system is based around this idea that everybody ducks a beggar, but everybody loves a servant. So I highly suggest you kind of write that in your notes, because if I can get you to switch from selling to serving, you're going to experience a lot less rejection. And I feel as though experiencing less rejection is the way to go. Just stop getting rejected, man. And that's a perfect segue into this next question. Somebody was like, yo, and I need somebody to type this in for me. I'm shy. What's the best icebreaker formula for me to use? I'm shy and introverted. What's the best icebreaker formula for me to use, right? Can somebody type that in for me if that's a good one for you? All my shy people. That's exactly right. Digital Daryl. Serve before you deserve. So check it out. Somebody type that in for me. I'm shy. What's the best icebreaker formula for me? I'm going to tell you. Benefits plus permission, y'all. Benefits. To me, I mean, this is rejection proof. Okay. Benefits plus permission. So if you're shy and you want to still make some money, because first of all, I want you to know, if you're shy, you already got an advantage over everybody else because you're the better listener. You don't listen to them talk the whole time. You already know everything about them, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to work what we call benefits plus permission. Benefits plus permission. This is the formula I want you to get into. Benefit, right? Once I give you the benefit, then you can make an instant decision about whether you're interested or not, right? And then what I end up doing is I give you permission now to ask me for more info if you're interested. There's no rejection. Somebody say no rejection. No rejection. Hey, man, somebody say no rejection and then share this. Share this with somebody, Tamika. Share this with somebody, Daryl. Share this. I'm telling you, this is how you change people's lives. You help them with these little mindset shifts, right? As soon as they hear the benefit, they get to make an instant decision. Is this something I want? And if they're not interested, guess what? They don't even say they're not interested. They just change the subject. They just go on about their life. And you don't have to deal with any rejection. Am I making sense, y'all? Benefits plus permission. Benefits plus permission, Keish. Benefits plus permission. Let's go. Benefits plus permission. I hope I'm making sense to somebody out there. Benefits plus permission makes it so that you have to feel any rejection. Matter of fact, a couple of permission statements for you, right? Let's just say we kicking it, we at the job, and I'm like, yo, I'm finally about to escape this job. You want to know my plan? You see that? So I gave the benefit, I'm about to escape, right? And they like, oh, take me with you. And then I'm like, want to know my plan? So that's a good permission statement. Maybe type that in the comments. Want to know my plan? Right? Would you like to know my plan? You know what I mean? If they ain't interested, they're just going to say, oh, man, how about them, you know what I mean? Them Golden State Warriors or something like that. They're just going to change the subject. You got me? Another one you can use is, Malika's credit, my next door, my college roommate, my best friend, my homegirl Malika's credit just went up 200 points in like 4 months. You want to know how she did it? You want to know how Malika did it? Y'all see what I just did there? That's another permission statement. If they don't want to know, they're just going to change the subject. You know what I mean? If they want to know, well, we got to talk. We got to talk. I got to introduce you to her. Y'all got me? Yo, my friend Keisha does real estate too. And she found a way to get an extra $3,000-$4,000 a month coming in, whether she sells a house or not. You want to know what worked for Keisha? You want to know how Keisha did? Y'all get what I mean? These are permission statements, right? I finally earned enough from my side hustle that I only got to work 4 days a week. I got 3-day weekends the rest of my life. Want to know how I did it? These are permission statements. Y'all got me? Man, I know we're running out of time. Was this helpful? Was this helpful, y'all? I guess we got about 7 or 8 of these joints, but I know we out of time. We got to do our affirmations and get out of here. But I'll see y'all on Kaizen Academy tomorrow. We'll pick up with the rest of these questions next Friday. You know what I mean? Was this helpful? Scale of 1 to 10. If you give it a 10, then that means you're going to use something that you learned. Scale of 1 to 10. Was this helpful? Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. Was this helpful? Y'all got something out of this? Yeah. Exactly, Samaya. Okay, then. We getting some 10s coming in this thing. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Michelle. Yeah, let's go, Nicholas. Let's get it. Yeah, Samaya. Appreciate that, Queen. Appreciate you being here. So yeah, y'all, all I ask is that you share the thing you learn, the thing that hit you the hardest on your own timeline, and then tag us. Yeah, appreciate that, Keisha. All I ask, appreciate it, Daryl. Yeah, appreciate it, Brian. All I ask is that you go in the comments and leave the one that hits you the hardest out of everything so that you can help somebody else, serve somebody else, man. Because once we serve, we deserve. All right, it's affirmation time. Hope you're feeling good, baby. But guess what? You're about to feel even better. Because the power of life and death is in the tongue. You hear what I'm saying to you? The power of life and death is in the tongue. I'm talking about if you can just start with these images and then say these words, you will begin to live this life. You get what I mean? Now, you like, oh, it doesn't work like that, Hazik. After that, you got to put in the work. Yeah, but you ain't even working the right way if you ain't in the right vibration. You get what I mean? So what we're going to do is adjust our vibration a little bit. Okay, then. Yeah, Dr. Marilyn. I'm so honored by that. Thank you, Queen. Absolutely. Man, I love talking in schools, everybody. When this book comes out, we're going to see a whole lot of me out and about. But any ways I can help, just reach out and let me know. Appreciate it, Dr. Marilyn. All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. If you wonder why it cuts off on the affirmation, that's because you got to call in on the line right there. 667-776-WIN1. So that's 667-776-WIN1. You know what I mean? All right. Love y'all. I am so